In this episode, again in the Navox or Navox system, we are going to do the Seedet planet. Okay, so we have a new tech called Strafer. Strafers are aircraft that can use to suppress while we deal with the central emitter. Wow, the central emitter is emitting creeper very quickly. This is 12 at the interval of 1. This is 25 at 17. So this is like gonna emit more than 5 times the speed of the two volcanoes. That is pretty dangerous. Okay, so what strafers can? What are strafers? Strafers are basically aircraft. They do not rely on. They have a hangar which will be supplied just like the other weapons. They will receive ammunition to supply. The aircraft will receive the ammo, and then you can set them to strafe to fire at a location or fire along a single line. There are different ways to do it. They're basically the MIG from Red Alert or Red Alert 2, I can't remember which. They will do a strafe fire, and fire depending on whether you give them the order of firing on the area or in a straight line. It will be really good to suppress, use as a suppressing fire, which we will take a look at it later. So where do we land? Looks like the good places to land is either this island or this island, so let's just go with this. Okay, let's go ahead and collect the tech, although it's not going to do much for us at this point. Okay, we definitely want to have a mortar here. Let's go ahead and set up the mortar for some defense. In fact, let's go for 2. Okay, definitely want 2 cannons to hold back this area. 3 in fact. Get the relay started. And a collector, line of collectors here. Okay, let's make use of the islands to connect the relay network. Okay, let us just build it here first before we fly it down. Oh, we do have one ore mine here. That is not much, but we'll work with what we have. It is like a free, kind of like a free supply. So let's just take it. Okay, really low on energy right now. Okay, looks good. We are going positive on our energy. Let us just flood with a sprayer. Let us just keep it always on, so I don't have to bother about it. Okay, so right now what let's play with our new toy, Strafers. They wanted us to get 4, right? Let's go for that then. Same thing, a relay network would do wonders since it's going to refuel with ammunition. We could use Strafers to actually suppress. Instead of suppressing the volcano is releasing really slowly. Let's go for the central emitter instead. Okay, control 1. Let us make that as a unit 1. Okay, so they can auto-launch. If a target is set, they can attack repeatedly, or they can only launch manually. There's also certain hotkeys. Let's take a look to see what are the special keys we have. I can't quite remember. Let me see. Okay, so that's the terraform button that I forgot. Okay, what I'm looking for is setting kind of like a waypoint. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm looking for. So let's see. Shift 1, we got our unit. Okay, if I'm holding, I think I've got to hold. Okay, so if you hold control, you could actually set a path. Okay, you can also call them to return to base. So you can set a line of fire to suppress. Otherwise, if you set an area, they will fire upon any creeper in the radius. So let us have them set to fire on the emitter, so they will fire around the area. And then let's have 2 to fire along a line instead. From here. Okay, let us have this 2. Okay, how do I control this? This and this to fire. Okay, I can't really get that right. This plane and this plane, let me just get them to return to base. Okay, so hold control, and yep, that will make them fire in a line in case you want to suppress in a particular line, like clear the alley here. Okay, so that's, you'll see now they are firing on purpose in a line. And that's basically, this is what a strafer is good for. You have to mass strafers to really make any good impact, but they could do pretty good suppressing work. If you do not want the creeper to join up, for example, you do not want this to, the flow from this creeper, from this emitter to join up with this side, you could actually suppress here. So it takes a longer time to flood this area. And that's mostly it. So let's work on, let's just focus on the central emitter right now. Okay, definitely cannons. Let us just build a few cannons and a few mortars. Okay, we're running low on energy as well, so we're gonna go with a reactor. Reactor's expensive as before. Okay, let us just speed this up. We already have our defenses in place. I'm not bothered about the high score, so just gonna play this nice and slow. Okay, so our energy is coming along nicely. That is a lot of reactors. Okay, we could mass the strafers as well. Let's try to get a mass of strafers. Alright. Okay, I just set them to 1, to the command of 1, and then there we have our refueling network. So we're just gonna have them repeatedly fire here. Okay, so what we want to do is when we want to clear away. Okay, so look now, they are actually suppressing the emitter pretty well. Oh, they are doing so well. But of course, they do have to refuel, so let's supplement that with pulse cannons. Yes, pulse cannons. Nullifier, close enough. Okay, close enough, but we'll need a relay. One more cannon should do it. And this guy as well. Let's turn off the always on. Okay, that works. Okay, so do strafers get boosted by the power zone? I believe they do. I believe they do, but I'm not certain. I can't be certain. Okay, so let's have them all return to base first. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick test. Let us slow it back down to 1. Take a quick pause. We are gonna get this strafer to hit here, and this strafer to hit here. Okay, that is not full on ammo. Okay, wait. Return to base. Okay, so look like he's fully armed. Let's send this plane after this and this plane after this. Let's see how they perform. Is there any difference? Okay, so you can see that he has extra glow. Definitely it's going to perform better. But how much better, that's the question. Oh, it fires. It fires twice. It has a twin firing mechanism. It fires 2 bullets rather than 1. Not bad, pretty cool. That's a boosted Strafer. Okay, so let's just send half the force on this and the other to this. Then we can just send our send our pulse cannons forward, and we're just gonna take down the emitters. Pretty straightforward stuff. Let us speed it up as well. Nothing really much to worry about here. Straightforward stuff. Once it's suppressed, we can move our relay pretty much with no resistance, because it has a pretty short, long interval. Yeah, in fact, we can even do it for both. This is pretty easy. Yep, and we are done. Just need to wait for the nullifiers to complete. And of course the shield key. And that's it. Oh, that's not it. What am I missing? Oh wait, am I missing something? I've gotten... Oh, there's one more here. Silly me. There we go.